We're remembering pop icon Prince today. Joining us on the phone, one of Prince's contemporaries, 80s pop star Taylor Dayne. Taylor, welcome to the show. It's great to have you with us. I know that you knew him personally from way back. Please tell us the story of when you met him in Hamburg in 1988. Go.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much the beginning of my career, and I had just played Montreux, and Tell It to My Heart was blowing up all throughout Europe, and I had just done the Michael Jackson Bad tour, and I was continuing on with my promo and breaking my first record, and it was, I was the breakout artist there, and I'll never forget, we went to see Prince was doing his stadium tour for Love Sexy Tour, and Sheila on drums and Kat dancing, and it was just pretty phenomenal, and his brother came up to us at the concert, and he said, please come to an after party and a concert he's doing after the show, and we went, and I remember I was with my record rep and the guy I was dating and my background singer, and we went to, the concert, and we were heading into the loo, and we see these pans coming down, and it says love, and then it says sexy, and he's standing right in front of me, on our way to the bathroom, 3 girls, and I guess he goes, what's your name? And I said, Taylor, and he goes, Taylor what? And I said, Dayne, and he goes, Taylor Dayne, I've been wanting to meet you for a long time. I just watched you last week in Montreux, and you're blowing up. You're amazing. Aww. And I said, okay. And he's chewing a piece of gum, and he's being very provocative, as only he could be, and fantastic suit. And I go, well, what is that coming out of your mouth? And he goes, what are you talking about? I go, what is sticking out of your mouth? And I go to grab it. He goes, girl, what you doing digging my mouth? It was a piece of gum. And, and we just broke out laughing. He was just so funny, and it was crazy. And he goes, I want you to sing with me, just like that. I go, what? He goes, come on stage. You're going to sing with me right now. I go, are you kidding me? And I'm just standing there flabbergasted. I go, I said, okay. I said, but I will be taking this girl. I go, can she sing with me? And he looked at me, he goes, girl, you are crazy. I go, she's got to sing with me. She just goes everywhere with me. And sure enough, he called me on stage, and that's how it all began. And I guess 2 weeks later, I was in Paisley Park, at the studio, at the house, having a party.
That's a great story. It really is.
Just amazing.
That's such a personal and great story. Now, I want
to... The beginning of it all for me,
Step back a little, for those of us who are not as musically oriented. Could you assess his impact on music? Tell us.
I have to say, as the young prodigy that he obviously was, and his desire, I mean, when you watch him on stage, the consummate entertainer that his borrowing of everything that inspired him, and from Jimi Hendrix to James Brown to Michael Jackson to his ability, I mean, he was a complete, over all these 30 years of now me being an active artist and watching him time and time again, the late night shows, going to after hour clubs and just hanging with musicians, and the way this man was just continually pushing his boundaries. I mean, he was an unexhausted musician and inspiring, and of course the music itself and the pop to the genres he's touched, and it just always blew my mind. You were always around the mystique of him and his interest in maintaining that, and his fashion, everything. I mean, it is what art is truly about, and we've lost so many great ones this year. I just have to say, yesterday this moment is flawing.
Just let me ask you, after that first meeting with him, Hamburg, 1988, did you keep in touch? Did you know him later in your life?
Yes. I went on to, his video director at the time was a video director that I ended up working with right after that, Randy St. Nicholas. And yes, I went right from Europe. I went right back to the States in a couple of weeks, and he invited me down to Paisley Park, and then I was in, Minneapolis there with him, and the concert there, and a performance at his home. And yeah, he was an incredible musicians too, a real, he just adored new artists, and the sharing and the amount of generosity on stage and just musicianship was just extraordinary, and he just never stopped,
Really?
He was endless. And then, of course, I became friendly with Maite, and it went on.
It's just a sad loss of talent. And a sad loss for music in general.
It's kind of shocking, because he's the type of artist you expected to see at 70 years old, just continually reshaping and redesigning the landscape of music.
Sad loss. Taylor Dayne, look, thanks very much for taking time out on a difficult day.
Thank you.
You told us a lot.
Yeah, very hard to process a loss at such an age, and it's such somebody that is touched.
Taylor, thank you very much for being with us, and
truly.
thank you for sharing your stories. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.